I'm Don Hammack, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Thank you for joining us for Bulldog Blitz. We'll come to you from Raymond, Mississippi, where Mississippi Gulf Coast was defeated by Hinds 28-21. Bulldogs pitched a shutout in the second half, but weren't able to draw back even with the Eagles. We'll talk with Coach Chad Huff and take a look at some highlights. Later on in the show, we'll also interview linebacker Isaiah Spencer, talk about an injury that almost sidelined him for the season. And later on, we'll talk with Coach Wendell Weathers about his men's basketball team. Stick around. We're on the field with Gulf Coast head coach Chad Huff. Chad, a tough one tonight. Guys dug yourself a little hole and almost were able to fight back in the second half.
Yeah, you know, it was a tough loss. Didn't play well in the first half. You know, talk about the things that when you football games and a very, you know, tight game like this, it comes down to turnovers, comes down to eliminate explosive plays, and we didn't do that. Started off, you know, able to manufacture some things, and we just shot ourselves in the foot. Gave up some big plays on third down. Got to go football field, didn't do it, and dug ourselves a hole. It was tough to battle back from. You know, deep. You know, I thought on both sides we came back and battled the second half. Just didn't play enough. Didn't make the plays there towards the end, and you know, you look at the score was 28-21. It was 28 to 14 going in at halftime. So you know, we came back. We fought to the end, and it comes down to, you know, football games, teams that are willing to sacrifice and do the little things right and execute the way that you're supposed to. Then you give yourself a chance. Yeah, no, I don't think we ever quit. I don't think the guys played hard. Gave themselves a chance there at the end, you know, all the way down to the last drive of the game.
Defensively, what changed for y'all in the second half? You're able to pitch a shutout after giving up some points in the first half.
Well, it came down to ball control the second half. You know, I thought we did a great job keeping them off the football field. I had the turnover there. There in the first drive of the second half. Offensively, I thought we did a great job of manufacturing some offense, getting a score. Came back, and I thought we kind of took control of the football game there and keeping them off. And then defensively, you know, I think we made some adjustments. At the end of the day, we made some plays, you know, and told the guys that, you know, you just got to keep playing hard, got to swarm to the football, get 11 hands to the football, and keep putting pressure on that quarterback and create some turnovers. And we did that. You know, proud of them pitching a shutout in the second half. We got to finish there on some drives there. I thought we had some opportunities to do, and you know, we'll learn from this and get back and go to work.
We played 3 of our first 5 on the road. Next week we get to start a stretch of 3 or 4 at home. That's going to be good for us, I think.
Yeah, you know, last 3 of the 4 at home, and you know, we gotta bounce back, and you know, how you respond defines you right now. You know, we talk about in life and in football. Obviously, you know, how we bounce back from this and go to work, and still got a chance to, you know, control our own destiny moving forward, and get back and go to work. And 3 out of the last 4 at home, that's going to, you know, be key. And we got to control ourselves and take care of things we can control, and that's us. And obviously we got some work to do. And again, you know, Hinds, hats off to those guys. Good football team. Made some plays tonight. And, you know, we're sitting there 2-1 in the South, and, you know, with 3 more South Division games. So we got to go to work, and still a lot of football in front of us, and we got to bounce back.
Thank you, Chad.
Yes, sir.
Everyone has a similar choice to make: to coast through life or do more. Take advantage of financial aid. Take a class for college credit or a degree. Take stock of your goals and work smart toward accomplishing them. And you can do so much more than coast through life. Gulf Coast Through Life. at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College.
Linebacker Isaiah Spencer broke his finger about 2 weeks before the start of the season. It looked for a while like he wasn't going to be able to play, but he got cleared. Let's talk with Isaiah Spencer about his injury and about playing football at Gulf Coast.
I really started because my brothers played. I always looked up to my older brothers. It was just copying them, and then I really found out I really liked the game. I loved it, so I just kept playing. Overall game, I like how passionate you have to be to play defense. You have to play with aggression. You can't just play this side of the ball. You can't just play it as you can't just go through the motions, really. You just have to play with a passion and aggression. I like that aspect of the game. Really, I picked Gulf Coast because my high school coach, Coach Waits, he referred me to Coach Davis. He said Coach Davis is a great guy. He knows what he's talking about, and he could really teach me how to play linebacker. And also because my old teammates, DaJuan and also Bama. So I've learned a lot. He taught me to be patient, but also be physical, be fast, read your keys, but mostly how to be patient at linebacker. What I used to when I first started, my college career, my transition to linebacker from defensive end, it was pretty hard at USM. And I would just really run into a gap because I didn't really know where to go. But Coach Davis taught me how to kind of slow it down, but also still play with speed. Still go hit your right gap, but slow it down, see what's happening first. Read the run or his pass first, and then go to your gap. I love it. I was like, man, this is nice. You know what I mean? I didn't expect it to be, the weight room and the facility, all of this. It's pretty cool, man. Academics is pretty good. The teachers really work with you here. You also have other chances of like the learning center and tutors that really help you out, and I really like that. I use it to my advantage here. We're looking good. At first, they were saying that we were going to come out shaky or whatever, but I feel like we're good everywhere. D-line, you got people like Isaiah Washington, you got Newkirk, linebackers, you got Kobe, Townsend, Bama, all these guys. DBs, you got Tabo. I mean, we're stacked pretty much everywhere, so I feel like it's a great defense. Yeah, Jacoby, Townsend, Bama, Corey, Webb, all those guys are great. And also even, I can't leave out Bernard too. But yeah, it's a good group of young guys. I mean, I try to give them some wisdom of things I've learned throughout my time playing college football, and they're really smart. So I feel like they can go somewhere. It's healing. It's still broke. It's gonna take months to really recover. But I just been playing with that splint on my hand. But it's been doing pretty good. It hasn't really been bothering me. Well, that was a crazy time because I went to one doctor here. He said that I was not going to be able to play this season. And days later, my mom scheduled another appointment in Hattiesburg with a hand specialist, and he said I could play. Like you said first, I first thought like everything was over. So it was really rough the start of the season before not knowing what's going to happen. But I was happy, and I'm still happy to have the opportunity to play. And, a chance. So every game, I was like, it's like, wow, I'm not really out here, because I didn't really think I would have a chance to really be out there. So I'm grateful every time I step on the field.
No one should have to choose between their family and their future, between creating opportunity or acquiring mountains of debt. It's easier sometimes to just coast through life. But what if there was a place that made it just as easy to do more, so much more than coast through life? Gulf Coast through life at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College.
Coach Wendell Weathers has a big group of Bulldogs this year on his men's basketball team. Let's talk with Coach Weathers about what he's got in store for us this year.
Well, Don, to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure we know what to expect from them. We think that we've got a really talented bunch right now, but at the same time, we've got a bunch of new players. They're inexperienced in our system. We've only got one returning starter back and 4 other kids that were on the team, so We like what we have, we like our guys, but we really don't know what to expect from them just yet. I think it's going to be just about the way it is every year. I think it's going to be terrifically balanced. I think it's going to be terrifically competitive from top to bottom. The South, some teams are not going to be quite as good as they've been in the past because of the people they lost. There's going to be other teams that's probably going to be better because of who they've recruited. And I think that's what you'll see, from top to bottom in the North and South divisions. Yeah, we're going to do the same thing. Nothing's changed as far as our philosophy and what we do. We've tried to play with a very guard-oriented bunch. That's been really good for us in the past. We've been able to put up a lot of points and be really competitive that way. We're going to be bigger this year than we've been in the past, which I think and hope is a good thing for our group. We're also, still very athletic, very guard-oriented with those kids of bigger sizes. So, we're looking forward to it, and hopefully it's going to work out okay. I think when high school kids see us play, I think they like our style of play. It gives these guys a lot of freedom to do the things that they like to do in a structured situation. I'm sure a lot of times to folks in the stands that, we look kind of helter-skelter and out of control, but there's a method to our madness, and kids like to play in that system. Well, we've got 5 guys coming back. Q Green is the only starter that we have coming back, and he started every game for us last year. We've got 4 other kids that played and contributed in a backup role. E.J. Galloway is really improved. He's gotten bigger inside and better inside. Jalen Peters has done a really good job, in our early conditioning programs and things. Josh Ross is a kid that looks like he's going to contribute a whole lot and didn't play at all last year because of some injuries. So our returning group is a solid core group. They're good guys, they're smart guys, they know the system, and hopefully they're going to provide leadership for these new ones coming in. He's a point guard that we've kind of converted to a point guard. I think in his high school days and early college career at St. John's, he was probably an off guard. But when we saw him with his size and his ball handling, his athleticism, we just thought that the point was the best place for him. Thought it was where his future should be and could be, and so far we have not been disappointed in what he's done at our point position. We're looking for big things out of him. DC Chan is a freshman from Minnesota. He's a big, strong, guard-oriented 6'7" kid that has a world of potential in front of him. You just got to learn to play at this level and against competition that's going to be as big and strong as he is every day. Quan Moore is a kid that has not played basketball in a couple of years due to a minor injury. He also was a high school football recruit, and so he's been out of basketball for a couple of years. But he is tremendously talented. He's a 6'7", 6'8" kid that's very, very long, that plays above the rim. Just got to knock the rust off, but we really like everything about him. Well, we're real high on LaRaymond Spivery, point guard, freshman point guard from George County. We think LaRaymond's going to contribute a lot as a freshman and a ton as a sophomore. Tavon is another guy that has been out of basketball for a few years because of one thing or another, but man, what a talented kid. Looking for big things out of Tavon, and real excited about having him here. He's a 6'5", 2'3" kind of guy that is just oozing with talent.
Thank you for joining us on Bulldog Blitz. We'll see you next week when we play Mississippi Delta back at the home field of AMA Memorial Stadium.